Welcome back to Business I Am. This is Metropole Television. Let's therefore cross over to what is trending in other sectors that you need to know this morning. Now, data science has been helping institutions such as banks to effectively focus on their resources, take smarter decisions, and enhance efficiency, whereas artificial intelligence has been helping them overcome traditional obstacles to customer service by providing support, lending, and regulatory compliance choices. Today, we ask the question, is artificial intelligence and data science the future? All right, joining us to elaborate on this is Mumbi Karanja. She is the head of growth and future, Jenga School. Mumbi, good morning.
Good morning, Simba. How are you? Thank you very much for having me.
Happy to have you around. Let's get into it this morning, therefore. Now, as the head of growth and future at a Jenga School, is artificial intelligence and data science the future of work? And in simpler terms, maybe this morning, can you help us understand what artificial intelligence and data science is about, as well as how they differ from each other or enhance each other in that sense?
Okay, thank you. Data science has the potential to simplify work because we'll have new working tools, like you rightly said. We'll also have businesses and entrepreneurs creating business lines that did not exist before. So yes, in this aspect, and from this very optimistic point of view, AI and data science are the future of work, because we shall have more jobs being created, and people will be able to do their jobs much better, much better. Now, you ask if the two have similarities or how they differ. Now, data science involves finding hidden patterns of information in data through processing, analysis, visualization, predictions. You know, the very technical part of bringing information together to make decisions. And simply put, data science is a job that performs analysis of data through the use of statistical techniques. On the other hand, AI is a tool for building models that emulate cognition and human understanding. That is now to help us work in a simplified manner. So when I bring the two together, data science and AI, data science uses AI to generate predictions, right? And AI, on the other hand, uses data models that make use of computer algorithms. So one applies to the other. That's how I'd put it.
Fantastic. Mumbi, I'm going to ask you this personal question just before I stick to what we have for you this morning. I mean, if you look at, everybody's saying, well, if you look at most businesses right now, that for you to succeed, you really have to keep on mining and analyzing data. Why is it important for us to talk about data and AI, especially in this decade of business?
I didn't get the last part of your question. Could you please come again? Why
is it important, therefore, that most businesses are emphasizing on data and AI, Mumbi, for anybody to understand?
You see, Simba, at the end of the day, and I'll go back to what we are doing right now, we are not together physically. If you think about it, we're using Zoom to connect. And you ask why businesses are insisting on the value of data science and AI. Think about the disruption that is ongoing right now in the world. If it were not for the capabilities of AI, of reading trends, reading how people behave, then you can imagine we'd all be stuck with COVID-19. But in as much as we were put into a process that we did not expect, we were able, using tools that have already been developed, to actually connect with the world, not physically, but online. So businesses are insisting on the need for data science and AI because that's where the disruption is happening, and the world is moving forward. We're in the fourth industrial revolution. We are moving forward, and I hope I've answered your question.
Pretty much well answered, therefore. Give us a perspective of how Jenga School, therefore, or what it's doing to help institutions reach their potential, and have the institutions perceived this model of curriculum. Talk to us from an inside outlook. How are schools accepting this curriculum, Mumbi?
Jenga School, I'll start with what we are offering at Jenga School. We have a very rigorous curriculum that has been developed by highly qualified instructors who are in research and have been in the teaching profession for a very long time. Now, beyond that, they are assisted by instructors who, or supported by instructors who have advanced knowledge in, let's say, MSc, and then this assistants support the student learning journey at Jenga School. Now you can see that we've already collaborated with instructors who are already in our local universities, yeah? And this curriculum that has been developed by these instructors is a 12-month core course, which is very rigorous and teaches skills that are delivered online. And at the same time, we combine the learning experience with real-life scalable projects. Yeah? And through this collaboration with the highly experienced instructors, we are offering a curriculum that matches the computer science master's degree. Yeah? So this is now targeted to people who want a career in data science. It's still early days for us, yeah? And since we launched the first course in April. But what I can say, we are already collaborating with instructors who have very broad experience. There are a lot of institutions that are already teaching these skills within the university, but within an academic sphere beyond this specialized skill set training. So we're in collaboration with our instructors, and we can't wait to see where this will go, because there's so much that can be done within this space.
Yes. Mumbi, if you can allow me to take you back, you're saying that, well, there could be other institutions that are offering this, but so what space is Jenga School really trying to fill? What gap is this that you're trying to fill with this training that you're doing right now?
Now, there's a gap. Like you said, there's a gap in AI and data science. A lot of organizations are yet to grab this opportunity to make use of skills that are salient within their organizations. Now, the gap that we are filling within Jenga School is training these skills to, number one, fresh graduates. Secondly, there's also those people who are still in school but feel, I took this course, but I feel that I need to train further so I have an opportunity in a career in data science, in AI, in machine learning, whatever it is. So we are filling a gap that is not absolutely being trained within our learning institutions for all the courses across board. Because we know universities and colleges have a certain curriculum. Professionals also got into jobs where they now realize, I need to scale up, I need to skill up and learn how to work within the fourth industrial revolution. So that's the gap we are filling.
Fantastic. So what about the market outlook? When you look at the Kenyan market, you can talk about from a corporate perspective or small business perspective. How much is data science and AI lacking?
In terms of awareness, that's where it starts. We are still, and this is, it's to a large extent globally. Data science and AI are still a bit of an enigma to a lot of people. And you'll realize that way we have so much data we are collecting. I mean, with the use of our phones, there's a lot of things that are being collected, but are we making use of that data? Are we making use of that data to make decisions that are disruptive and will change the way things are done or help us work in a simpler way? So you can see that with training and and an understanding of what AI and data science can do for us, we will be able to simplify the way we do things and at the same time deliver our services to customers, especially better. Now, there are organizations that have taken advantage of data science and AI. We can't say that we're starting at zero. No. We have Glovo, for example. We have brands like Glovo that are already taking advantage of AI and data science to know what it is and predicts what you need, and at the same time make life easier and make the customer experience much better. So yes, there you go. We are not at zero, but there's so much more to be done in terms of awareness and training, and organizations taking advantage of this window to actually take their staff back to school so that they're ready for what is coming up.
Fantastic. I get you clearly on that. So I want to take you back again, Mumbi, to what our education curriculum has been blamed heavily about. Now, they say, good, we are sort of churning out people who are trained not on a market basis, but on a curriculum basis. And the curriculum that we're running on in most of these courses that we offer is not really market-based. Are you cognizant of that challenge, and how are you addressing it as a Jenga school?
Yes, we are cognizant of that challenge, and I believe that is why we exist in the market, because we are here to unleash Africa's genius and potential to solve global problems that we have. There's definitely a gap in the way the curriculum is being delivered, but that again is a very separate conversation. There also lecturers that are, like the ones we are working with, that are aware there's a gap in the academic curriculum, and they introduce a lot of this skill set, but to the very discerning student. I have to underscore that. The discerning student is aware of the gap and the market need. So they're actually preparing themselves for the market. But again, that's why we exist, to create awareness, to work with these institutions of higher learning, and just develop a new crop of people that will be able to work in the current world.
Fantastic. You have started. That is a good thing. So could you tell me what challenges, especially Kenyan based, since we're talking about culture and in the Kenyan market, what sort of challenges do we expect to run into in sort of delivering this course, and how do you anticipate, therefore, to ride through some of these challenges? Yes, Mumbi, I don't know if you did get that question. Yes, we seem to have lost Mumbi momentarily there. So we're still talking about the needs of data science and also artificial intelligence, where we're asking the question, is artificial intelligence and data science the future? I think, Mumbi, if you can get me, are we back together? Yes, Mumbi, are we back together?
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Fantastic. So my question to you before we lost you momentarily was, yes, you're talking about a Kenyan market, and you're saying that, well, whatever it is that we're introducing here, AI and data science is sort of a new concept that we are introducing, especially in the world right now, and sort of applying it in the market now. So what sort of challenges, I would like to put it like that, do you anticipate to run into as Jenga School, and what proofs are you putting in place so that you sort of ride through them?
This challenge is that there's a belief across. Actually, the fourth industrial revolution will take away jobs. There's that belief, but I'd like to say that's not the case. Actually, AI data science will create more jobs than we ever thought or realized. Right now, if you just Google data science AI jobs, you'll see more than 100 advertisements for different roles within that space. So what we are doing is creating awareness about the need for data science and what it is and what careers one can get into. Secondly, the next challenge is adaptability. There's a big opportunity in this disruptive era. And a lot of organizations have not started yet taking advantage of training their staff, training people so that we are not facing redundancies when the time comes. And we keep talking about the need for training, even for professionals who are willing to scale up in terms of their skills and get into careers that they didn't know before. Again, there is the value of learning from anywhere and working from anywhere. Right now, you don't need to be at a place physically of some still gets done, and we still get things done in a simpler way and a much better way.
Fantastic. Mumbi, I want you to speak this morning to that smaller business that is sort of figuring, well, where do I hang on in this data science and AI space within the economy? Is it time for them to look at it again and start pushing some of their employees in this space?
Yes, definitely it is. I can't say it is time for organizations to actually look into areas that will require these skills to make their decisions, to make work easier, to satisfy the customers. Because again, we have a very and getting your staff to train and just prepare for the world that is coming.
Fantastic. Maybe let's speak to somebody who's listening to you right now and saying, wow, interesting. I mean, we're talking about AI and data science being the future of work. I have to get started. If I'm interested in data science and AI today, and I want to join Jenga School today for that, where am I going to get started from? And who qualifies to be a student of data science and AI?
Okay, I'll start with who qualifies for data science and AI. Of course, if you have a background in engineering, if you have a background in statistics, if you have a background in finance and this kind of courses, you are at an advantage for sure. And I'd urge people to actually sign up. And see the potential that they have within this sphere. So anybody, I'd say qualified, yes, but anybody who has an interest in learning how to get things done in a quicker, better way and to deliver value is welcome to study data science or AI. Now, if you want to join us or you have queries, we are very active online. We have our LinkedIn page, we have our Facebook page, we are on Twitter as Jenga School. If you just search Jenga School, you will see us. At the same time, we have a very active website where you can actually apply directly, and then we'll have an assessment and tell you if you're good for the core course or the foundation course. And that is www.jengaschool.com.
Yes.
If you want to reach us directly, please call us on 0781 402 941.
Yes.
And we'll be able to talk to you.
All right. Well, so what about this smaller business and these corporates that may want to also have their staff without necessarily having to declare them redundant because they are not well educated on data science and AI? Do they have a place so you can actually now extend some training to some of these employees on data science and AI?
Yes, definitely, Simba. And that's the beauty of being an organization that just enrolled the first class in April. We are continuously developing what it is that we can do and looking out for the opportunities that we can get into partnerships with corporations, organizations, government, whatever it is, to train people so that we are ready for what is coming, which is the fourth industrial revolution, which is with us already. But yes, we have a platform for that because all our courses are delivered online anyway.
Fantastic. All right, now, Mumbi, just before I let you go, I have to ask you this. I mean, if there's anything that the pandemic has taught us is that if your business was not online, then you really lost a lot. what lesson can we also associate being online and the pandemic? How can we tie this together to AI and the data mining? Would you say that some of the most successful businesses now within this pandemic have the ones that were heavily online and relied heavily on AI and data science?
To some extent, yes, but again, we adapt very quickly. That's what I can say. Kenyans adapted very quickly. Just thinking about the way we are working, not being together physically, we all got into Teams and Zoom and Google Meet, and name it. And that was taking advantage of AI, but the tools are already there. But how can we use these tools within our organizations to make work better? And that's the question I pose to corporations. How can we use these tools to make work better? How can we use these skills that people can actually develop to make work better? Jenga school. That's what I tell them.
Fantastic, Mumbi. It was quite lovely speaking to you this morning on Business AM.
Thank you.
All right, that's exactly what we have for you planned for this time. That is Mumbi Karanja, Head of Growth and Future, Jenga School. She's telling you, AI and data mining is what is going to be the future of work. And she's saying, if you don't have it, then you're not ready for the fourth industrial revolution. Question is, are you ready? 2146. Any question for her? You do know what to do at Metropole TVKE across all your social media platforms. I am at Charles_Kiage. We take a short break here on Business AM. Once we come back, let's talk about what headlines are you waking up to this morning business-wise.